everyone, happy 2022. I hope you are all having a fabulous first week to kick off the new year. I wanted to take a little bit of time to update you all on what's going on with me and to have a little bit of fun. But before we get into all that, remember to like and subscribe and follow at Trader Babes on Twitter. Now, first thing I want to address is I have received so many wonderful messages from all of you wanting to see how I am doing and when I am coming back full time, because yes, I have been and am continuing to be on somewhat of a hiatus. And this has to do with matters outside of trading. However, if there is one lesson I have learned, it is that the external elements can and will affect your trading. So there are just matters in my personal life and health that I have to take care of first, and then trading will follow. With that being said, I have just passed my second full year trading. I did trade cryptocurrency a few years ago. However, it was 2 years ago now, just passed actually, that I really immersed myself in trading full time, trading equities. Now, that brings me to the first thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about today. Because when I first dove in to trading, I, like many of you, had absolutely no idea what I was doing. Actually, when I first approached trading cryptocurrency back in 2016, I saw my first chart and literally said, "What the is this?" I'm trying not to use explicit language, but literally was just like, how are you supposed to get information from this? I had no idea at all. So it is kind of amazing to reflect a little bit and see how far you've come. But that wasn't full-time whatsoever. It was just my first introduction into trading anything. So when I really just immersed myself into learning how to trade stocks and then options, I found myself simultaneously trying to learn how to trade while opening the floodgates into this hugely evolved social universe of trading that, once started as like two really cool older guys like smoking cigars in their office to trade on insider information. I feel like maybe that was a socialization back then, to Yahoo message boards. And now, is there any social platform that trading hasn't reached? And when I did get introduced into this world, I realized two things right away. The first was that there were not a lot of women here. Very few, actually, far outnumbered. And secondly, that like the rest of the world, there is a collision of great things and garbage, honestly. And most of the garbage centered and continues to center around common themes of bullshitting, sexism, and this nasty cycle of rotating misinformation, idolatry, and too many people running around like chickens with their heads cut off, not knowing what to do, where to look, where to learn from, what am I even supposed to be learning? And it is so easy to fall into someone's trap. It is so easy to get led astray. And the great aspects of this world, such as the knowledge, the sense of community, socializing, etc., end up getting pushed to the side or going unseen because of all of the prevalence of negativity. And one of the aspects that just really ignited me immediately, that I really personally connected with, was not only my own experiences, because it has happened to me and I've been very open about it because it's so ridiculous, but it was seeing women either being trolled, insulted, accused of being men, sometimes pretending to be men just to get left alone, and blatantly harassed. Now, this did not happen everywhere. There continue to be some really great communities of people who just treat everyone the same. No one's better than the other because they're a certain gender. However, the really toxic bad parts happened enough and so widespread to really get my attention. And like I said, it wasn't just happening to me. And I asked myself, for what? Why is this happening? And I knew that after all the nightmares that I've been through in my own life, that I could essentially be loud now. Every hardship that I had been put through, as far as being told you're not good enough and that you'll amount to nothing and that you're essentially a sex object and that's your worth, having to go through that bullshit, I knew that I was done seeing other women being treated like that. So I wanted to call out the bullshit as bullshit universally, really, across all the entire social aspect of the stock market and trading with cryptocurrency, because it is just crazy how widespread it has become. But I don't bother with trying to convince those people that female traders should be taken seriously, because frankly, most often, it's just a waste of my time. The minority of those who have this demented perception that women are lesser because they have pretty bits and can, birth humans, somehow makes them lesser. They're the same ones paying for the OnlyFans subscription. So tell me, honestly, who's really smarter in that situation? No, you just don't change their minds. You just stop putting up with it. So I'd rather call out the toxic, useless nonsense and empower women simply by being an outspoken woman, unfettered by all of that in a male-dominated industry. And listen, my point in that anecdote, or rant if you want to call it that, is that I do call out the bullshit when I see it. And something about me is that I have never claimed to be something that I am not. I am not a trading guru. Although these paid services are seriously making some of the founders an insane amount of money. But that's besides the point. Regardless of my trading background, I absorb information and talk to a lot of people and hear about a lot of junk. And when you do combine that with my trading background, the lessons I've learned in trading. Suffice to say, there's some stuff that needs calling out that's going on right now. So I thought we'd have a little bit of fun with it. Might make some people mad, but that's really gonna say a lot there. So without further ado, please enjoy 2021's Bullshit Awards for you to avoid like the plague in 2022. All right, guys, I decided that since we are in the spirit of festivity, that I was gonna look festive too. And I could only find this birthday hat, crown that was celebratory, but we're just gonna roll with it. Let's get to the list for our 2021 Bullshit Awards. In the number 10 spot, we have marrying trends. The entire world rotates. Rotate with it. Stop marrying trends. Understand that the market goes through cycles and nothing lasts forever on the same momentum. So stop marrying it. Marry someone else. Number 9, YOLOing. Listen, this was so cool when you just started dating trading, but now you guys are getting serious and blowing up your account isn't as funny. So why even put it to chance? The casinos opened back up anyway. Number 8, everyone's an options trader. Remember when small caps went off like fireworks? Yeah, options do that too, and that's great if you want to learn. But actually want to learn, and then actually learn and be smart about it. Number 7, followers equal knowledge or secret sauce. No. Listen, some great traders have great followings, but plenty of quote-unquote finfluencers do too, and stop trying to score people based on their number of followers. Number 6, magic formula. There is no one-size-fits-all trading lottery ticket, and spoiler alert, the longest lasting traders actually adjust their own strategies with the market. Change is constant. Number 5. Ooh, what a big account you have. Just stop. To everyone who has to deal with these people, know where that quote-unquote big account came from. It doesn't mean that it was grown through true dedication or talent. If you have to brag about your account size, you're clearly compensating for something else. You can't use it as some sort of leverage to say you are better than others. Number 4, people who can't have an original thought. For all the people who just can't seem to have an original thought, and this runs rampant everywhere. I personally saw this one being a pain in my ass unfold for me last year. And honestly, inspiration is great. We all have people we look up to and we like their styles, we like things that they are doing. And this really applies to people who blindly follow that one guy who has a cool car, so he clearly must have all the answers for me in my life. Get inspired and make it your own. And let's all hope that the people who are only capable of copying your ideas are able to miraculously get an original thought this year. Stop copying someone else. You look like sloppy seconds. And number 3, we have idolatry. Listen, some people are great traders. Some people get lucky. And some people, you just don't understand why they are the big voice behind social aspect of trading, except that ignorance is bliss and following the flock is just instinctual in many. But no, none of them are trade gods. And hedge funds aren't caring about them, and their words are not scripture. No one knows everything. Find those who you can learn from. Be respectful, but take what you want and leave the rest. This is your journey, and you are the one with your own power. We're all just people, and you really don't know how a person truly got where they are. And after all, no one is above the market. The market humbles us all sometimes. Number 2, and this was a close runner-up for number 1, but number 2 is worthless Patreons. Keyword worthless. Not all Patreons. I'm not saying every educational service and course is bad whatsoever. Actually, I completely understand the desire for a personalized approach to education, and I think that qualified courses and mentorship have an immense help and wealth of information. They can be fantastic tools. However, there are way too many garbage Patreons that so many people are just throwing their money at. And these guys have no business trying to tell people what to do in the stock market. So, worthless Patreons, before you pay someone, will you please, for me, my New Year's wish, take a few minutes of your life to find out the following. A, their credentials versus what you're paying for. Listen, if they've been trading for less than 5 years or have never traded professionally, I want you to ask yourself who you would hire for any kind of job in the world outside of trading, who had that level of experience, or lack thereof, I guess I should say. And if they are lacking in experience, time-wise, do they have a good educational background? What qualifies them to teach you adequately and appropriately? Be aware of what you are paying for. The price should really reflect the product. And B, find out how they got in the position of having an educational service or alerts service in the first place. How did they get in the position of being able to lead others? If you're expected to pay for something, you have every right to know how this person came to be a mentor or a leader or an educator. Did they, for example, YOLO in the lucky 2020 and then get popular with the rise of trading popularity? If so, you just paid them to learn alongside you. Ask to see broker's statements. Ask for some kind of validation, unless you like just throwing money at stuff, in which case you can sign up for my personal course that I'll just create for you if you just feel like doing something with mindlessly throwing money away. And number 1, Listen, like I said, this was a tough race for the number one spot, but I think we got it right. Number one thing to fuck off in 2022 is men trade better. If I had it right now, I would insert that one Justin Timberlake gif, that everyone uses where he goes like that. Honestly, all I want to say about this is a simple fact. Your genitalia actually doesn't pick the stocks, unlike other areas of your life. Raging testosterone doesn't make your stock go up. And newsflash, neither the stock market or cryptocurrency gives a damn if you are a man, woman, or potato chip. It really just wants to take your money and slap you into the ground. So no matter who or what you are or what you identify as, the stock market is going to humble you more than once. And that's it. That is all of my trading awards. I hope you enjoyed them. I hope you take it seriously about not listening to the bullshit, because all it is delaying you from being the amazing trader you can be. Whatever kind of trader that is. I don't really care. I don't care what you trade or how you trade it, just as long as you're true to yourself and you learn. And really, we're all just here to make money, and all the rest of this stuff is noise. Trade safely, and I will check in with you guys soon. Want more Trader Babes? Subscribe now and connect with us on social media for exclusive content and access you won't find anywhere else. And we'll see you right here on the next unforgettable episode of Trader Babes.